In this episode, we'll be going over some of the best highlights from the winners finals matchup between Atlanta FaZe and Toronto Ultra. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into the action.
Figure that out quickly. We have to be the team there early. And Envoy with the snap and the pistol. We know what the young prince is able to get done, but that's 3 dead. Now he's the only player through the middle of the map. He's waiting for his teammates who are spawning over towards the bus side to win a gunfight onto Draza. They can't take him down, but Selling with that teammate, an opening is now here.
And Scrap finds long-range shots onto Selling from inside the hill, so Atlanta surprisingly actually do spawn out. Ultra not expecting it initially. Now, of course, they're reclaiming the ground that they have just gained. 30 seconds till the fight for, and finally, Toronto will step foot into the hill. Atlanta, quickly though, through market, a chance to wrap around the back, hit this from multiple points, and as Easy opens things up, it's just Kleenex left alive, and he cannot fend off the Atlanta push.
That's a big break coming in from Atlanta, but it's only for 20 seconds. He's starting off with 2. Toronto Ultra now just trying to find an opening kill, but the BZ is not slowing down. He eventually does get traded by Kleenex, but that's already job well done. 30 seconds wiped off of that game clock already.
Cell and Simp seeing each other from afar, know that they've got each other's cross angles already covered. Draza, the one inside the hard point. Pre-fire coming through, and Ultra just essentially trying to bait out position. Hey. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's flawless on the hold attempt. 20 seconds going to be guaranteed for FaZe.
And look how quick Atlanta FaZe are moving. A clean 4 dead, they know. Now we have to take some ground. We got to put ourselves in a position to play around that P1. You already have players towards top AC. One player trying to make his way up towards top 3, but it's all on Envoy, who finds himself behind enemy lines. He's just waiting for his teammates to gain the information before he attacks. Even though Abizi gets ones, the trade is there for Ultra. A clean 3 dead. They should be the team with the initial time here.
And it's really interesting to see how FaZe's tempo has come by way of not just Abizi, but also Simp at times, themselves in their preferred setup. Inside able to assist, but Draza, Simp following up. FaZe could still absolutely fly forward and hit this, but it's Scrap for the double. A quick hold for Ultra, and that will push FaZe looking at rotation, and it just really comes down to, can Ultra finish this time off? A prime time to take a listen into their comps.
Back kill me. He's staying flat. He's just jumping down. Cap down. Mid alley weak.
Mid alley dead.
Gonna be one more.
I'm holding right. Could be mid alley, Toby.
Could be third.
I'm only holding right.
Yeah, I'm holding left. Catch one
Next to me?
It's gonna spawn next to you. Mid alley.
Okay, pitch bed.
They're gonna run at me here.
Mid, time. Another time.
I'm hitting the back door with you.
It's gonna be close.
Look for 2, bro. Only one up.
Close back door. Dead. Could be right, Toby.
Yeah, already right, I think. Yeah,
Already
right. Huts.
You get out. I have time.
Hudson is weak, dead.
I'm mid alley.
One more bike pinch right now.
Mid, by the way. Okay.
I hear
Could
you.
be dirt.
Yeah, we're looking for one.
I'm looking dirt. If Draws is dirt, Draws weak.
I have you look bikes, so you go top 3rd.
They're gonna hit me in the right.
I'm
naded.
right.
I'm naded. Double nade. Double step.
Mid alley.
I can't hold mid alley.
Mid alley's dead.
Okay.
I have all mid. You're already on close time.
Okay, help.
Watch out.
Let's go back there.
Nice.
Just look the back. Third.
Nice, boys.
Let's
One
get
more.
third.
Let's get dirt fight.
Close to me, I think.
I have you
He's in the back door.
I have push. He's just
Back door dead.
Just hold.
Nice.
I'm absolutely here.
Sit on hill. Sit inside hill now. Weak on the wall.
Another one.
Same spot. Nice. Look what?
They knew already.
Nothing mid lane.
Probably new.
Yeah, it's definitely new, probably. I'm coming that be alright. They're gonna spawn dirt.
L, watch out.
Two inside new. I'm climbing
Take
top.
your ass time. Take your ass time.
Yeah, I'm going south.
Yo, top church already.
Wait,
Top church shot on mid. And then fucking 2 time.
We're stunned there.
No, wait.
Nah, I think he's shot up there.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna pinch dirt off hold, okay?
New, weak.
Stop
Really,
top.
I shoot it.
Top one shot.
I think he's just really weak.
Stop church.
Listen, every kill you get, they're gonna spawn out behind you guys.
Yeah, spawn sap.
Top channel out. He's top long. Hey, bedroom
Give me a
now.
sec. I might be able to pinch.
Yeah.
2 top church.
Take
2
pinches
top
out.
church. I
Take
got
pinches out.
one.
Nice.
You want
One
me?
there.
E9.
Top church.
Top church.
Oh, it's dead.
Weak top church.
One time, top
Okay,
church.
set the time.
I'll see you.
All spawning dirt.
It's child. Nice.
Top
Bottom two.
church.
Nice.
Top church in the right
Top
corner.
I'm absolute.
Right corner up top. Like close.
That's probably
Give me
close.
that.
They could be pinch.
Set on me on.
One didn't help.
Shit.
One more
That's
outside.
one. Let's shoot.
South,
Yeah.
dead.
Nice. 3.
Break coming through for Toronto, a key moment as the third hard point was near flawless, and now a chance to really get close to that 250 mark.
And Ultra, they are making the right plays. As soon as we jump into the listen, and they gain the remaining junk time off the cafe, but they hit that rotation over towards P3.
Atlanta, we're going back to rubble.
And it's all about the rotation. And Ultra put themselves in a great position. You have top 3, you had fountain control, you just had to put someone in towards the point. Kleenex is there for the trade, but right now it's Atlanta FaZe coming out on top of these engagements. That's now 3 dead. Scrap has to make something happen.
Waiting for help. Taking a tally of what's in the hard point. Simp down low, only able to survive for so long, and the first 3 kills go the way of Toronto. It has to be a break from Draza. 243 to 214. Abizi's nade gets there, but can he actually follow up on it? Last couple of seconds are in, and Ultra will find a way to masterclass the second set to take map 1. 5 seconds remaining. How do Ultra make a decision? It looks like they're going to try to re-wrap and really just isolate a BZ. Good kill comes through. Cell on the wrap, making to the cross is at least somewhat contested. Sees CleanX towards the bomb, but doesn't see Envoy on the cross. So this bomb's going to get planted.
That timing right there from Celium is not the best, but it's now going to be a 2v2. You had Draza going a deep pinch, but look at the spot right now from CleanX. I don't know if Celium's going to be able to spot him.
This has got to be good contact here for Cell. CleanX laying prone. He pops up, finds the first contact, but similarly so, Draza able to turn this into a 1v1. CleanX, the re-wrap back. 27 seconds on the clock. Draza holding firmly over the top shots. Oh, evenly exchanged. Both players down low. Draza tries to force the gunfight, and it's Ultra who win the elimination and the first round.
Oh, that's a big 2v3 as well. Talking about Envoy starting it off by taking down a BZ onto the site, but just multiple times right there, Celium was getting bad timing. He was able to spot Envoy cross with that bomb. He probably plays it a little bit different, more aggressive. But once it turns into a 1v1, CleanX throws a shoulder. You just want to time this correctly with only 30 seconds left. This is where the push is going to be. You already see the SMGs from Atlanta FaZe setting up those pinches.
BZ gets through DVD alley. Hasn't seen anything as of yet. Insight able to check, pushes him off. Bomb now being planted. Also, the threat for Simp through Dark has been established. Bomb planted, 43 seconds on the clock. How do you set up this retake? It's not going to happen by Cell. Draws a lot of damage, but can't confirm any eliminations. You've got both ARs kind of searching down anyone over towards the B side of the map, and BZ can't get through. This post plant is holding. Shots into Simp. He has to take cover. Envoy finishes off the elimination. Scrap right behind him. And of course, they know where a BZ is. No chance to get that retake off. Ooh, it's cool and calm from Ultra.
And Atlanta FaZe are usually really successful on retake. Play with our teammate buddy system while CleanX works that deep pinch, but Scrap's under fire. Scrap and Envoy, they combine to at least find one, but now it's all up to a BZ 1v2.
And they still haven't seen CleanX yet. You still have no idea where he's positioned. So BZ trying to maybe isolate an individual gunfight with him, but isn't going to find the opportunity to even locate him in any regard. And look at the rotation back. Scrap is ready to move to A if he needs to. BZ finally catches the opponent he was looking for. Quick to hop on for the plant. We're going to get extended 1v1.
This is a beautiful play from BZ so far. The bomb is now going to get planted, but does Scrap spot him on the exit? I don't know if a BZ saw him, but the shots from Scrap, the rookie of the year last year. We know he's going to have some chirping, but you win a one-on-one versus a BZ. You now put your team at game point in the search and destroy. All the adjustments are coming in. They are just prepared every single time Atlanta FaZe are trying to attack towards B. They said that's their bread and butter bomb site. They slowly work it with about 30 seconds left. But if we shut down that B play, the only attacking round, the only round that they have a W in is when they plan it over towards A. It's been a perfect game plan.
Plays. He's not going to work his way up A Street. He goes back to find a forward kill on towards Scrap, but the clock is ticking on this retake. 3v3. Two players for FaZe still completely on the wrong side of the map. This is going to take years to develop. Ultra very comfortable in the setup, and they're fully prepared for the flank. Now down to 26 seconds. First shot's good from CleanX. Sip around the back, not quite able to find the trade. It's inside to meet him. Just down to Cell. 1v3 situation. Oh, and it's getting nervy. 15 seconds on the clock, nowhere to go. How about your Toronto Ultra? Oh my goodness.
Let's take down one, but full map control right now for the Ultra. Just gotta continue to wind down that clock. Let it keep cutting down, keep trading efficiently.
Really interesting idea here from Ultra. They've kind of given up playing around H Street, maybe just to know that FaZe likes to play this through the captured B zone. Good gunfight win from Draza. Keeps this play potentially alive. Envoy throwing out a couple of shots, but now that threat over towards A being so vacant means that Envoy's got to watch everything all at once. First shot's to Celium, decent, but can't finish the kill. Now you've got two FaZe members in. First tick already gone. Scrap, he's able to actually walk forward and possibly contest this, but Simp and Celium finding the kills, and now the stack is good for the second tick. Third quickly on the way, and that's absolutely it. Kills still coming through, and FaZe will take our first offense.
That's a big round right there from Atlanta FaZe. You find all the kills at the right time, but I thought Toronto Ultra still had an opportunity to break.
Key first offensive win comes through for Atlanta. CleanX just a single kill in the defensive effort as Ultra swap the sides, and their early intentions are to try to work up A Street to get in early.
Yeah, they have the trophy system this time around, so gonna try to maneuver their way up through the long street. They at least have one player in towards the point. Envoy trying to stay alive. He sets up CleanX for the second. That's already 3 dead, making all 4. Ultra said, all right, you take an attacking round, we'll do it better. We're going to take A first and then rotate over towards B. Second segment already done.
Draza going to give this a look, but he's tagged up. Third tick already through. 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. FaZe just now finally getting their first kills as we take our attention back over to B.
Feed, you are Envoy, you got to slow it down.
Yeah.
Just make sure no one crosses up to that tank so you can allow your teammates to get out of the spawn. But Atlanta FaZe is doing a great job just holding down this setup around this B point.
I feel like anytime you see MacArthur in a position like this, he's usually good for a handful, but stops me dead in my tracks as Scrap's able to find the quick kill, and with that, Ultra now stop the clock as they jump on towards B. Draza trying to find someone to take care of, but not going to happen. It's all 4 members on, and okay, that B zone is off to the races. Second tick done, third one on the way. 2 trophies still existing, and it's done. Wow, these are some lightning offenses.
That's just too easy for Ultra. The fact that they are knowing exactly what the game plan is. We're wrapping back. We're going to make sure we take this guy down Tractor. You do a great job at that. And then even when they go 3 there, the last player up is always playing his life, and he plays it so well to allow his team. That segment does not get complete at that A point. Now you're forced to hit that early rotation over towards B, but they do not have a problem with it. A BZ with the SMG, up close and personal onto Scrap. Able to pause the clock, but you already see Simp taking ground.
Good isolation onto Envoy, slips away, turn, and takes care of Scrap cleanly. So that's going to be enough for the first tick, plus more to follow here as FaZe have full control at B. Ultra trying to win back the middle of the map, but now they run into a BZ's SMG, finally dealt with, but it comes at a steep.
CleanX sniffs him out. So already 30 seconds knocked off the game clock. Envoy next line of defense. He does get traded, but they know exactly where Atlanta FaZe are applying the pressure from. You have him in map control. You have the overextension. We know what that guy does. He's going to find a tooth. He's going to chirp a little bit. And that leads to still Atlanta FaZe coming in the back of their base.
Tons of time still remaining for FaZe, but you got to work through this deadlock play at mid at some point in time. Cell still not even bothering to play over towards what is left, and now it's just down to if he can find the FaZe members deeper into the point. CleanX with 1 trade, but not the second. Follow-up coming through, though, and that'll be enough as Ultra will get the full clearance and stop the second tick.
And with only 30 seconds left, this is the last push. Tip's going to be the front runner to try to make it happen, but Scrap takes him down. Everyone spawning all the way across the map. If you are Ultra, just sit a corner, and this round is yours.
Is there any opportunity to just gut check fly at this A zone? No kills as of yet. Stuns also making this very laborious for FaZe. Trades coming out, 5 seconds on the clock, and no one anywhere near the A point. Lives were also getting tremendously low, but huge hold from Ultra to get their first defense.
Big round from Ultra.
Committing a couple extra numbers this time to make sure this A defense is a bit more resound. And okay, first couple of kills pretty much put A out of the question, unless Envoy can keep things stretched together. Off spawn though, Ultra taking their attention back over to B. Envoy still staying on the spree, now 4 in a row.
That's a big read. That's a big read right there from Envoy. Now Atlanta FaZe could not hit that early rotation over towards B, so you can stack that point. Envoy finds 3 in a row. Can't find the one for the cruise missile. So now it's Celium holding down that right streak, but not for long. Great shots from Insight. There's only 1 player on the point. All the kills right now going in favor of Ultra. Insight trying to take 2 things, 2 tasks trying to get done as he works towards A as well.
And the longer he doesn't see anyone cross over towards the safe street, the more largely just down to could Scrap make a mess of this setup, in trouble, back to the pistol, trying to stall out as long as possible. Insight behind him, Scrap now getting a bit of regen. What weapon do you want, brother? How about none of them? Tries to go to the beatdown. Ultra able to support the play, and with that, an extra 60 gets down.
And they have streak control as well. Insight in a crucial position if he can find that.
Long cross from Draza, but if he doesn't connect, you're going to let Ultra just walk right on in. Oh, but a big follow-up gunfight for BC. Takes care of Scrap at mid. Here's Simp trying to follow up as the first tick of progress nearly locked in, but the nade comes through and FaZe once again deplete.
They don't allow that segment to get away from them. Atlanta, no, we can't give up 4. We're not going to have defense. But this is the final push, the final hoorah coming in from Toronto Ultra. 3 players up through the street, and Simp gives them a freebie. So now you can push right on up and get in this point if you want.
And FaZe has to rotate quickly. They were so worried about an OE play coming through that now you got 2 players from Ultra on it to beat down bash over towards the old P1. CleanX over the top, stunned up, and the kills continue to come through for FaZe. Oh, they were getting tied. They were getting tested, but ultimately the defense looks good for the hold as the follow-up kills come through. A 7 life gap as well. And all things start to point towards FaZe continuing to play on defense as we head to around 5.
And Atlanta FaZe end this round on a 17 streak. Some players potentially earning towards Some cruise missiles into this round number 4.
Purple arrows looking over towards the A side of the map. First kill, good. Is there a follow? But BZ's kind of stuck. He has to take gunfights. He gets stunned up. Inside, a little bit of damage comes through, but Kleenex finds the kill, and Ultra are going to find entry day.
And Draza can't peek right now. He only has 1 HP, so you don't want to give up your life for free. You're going to allow Ultra to get on in, but you have to clutch up in these fights. Trades are there, but it's still Ultra coming out on top. First segment about to be complete.
BZ from laundry side. Cell clears things out a little bit. Here comes the double hit from the front, and Cell will clean things up completely. Off the respawn, Ultra will step foot over towards B, so still a lot of time on the clock, but FaZe have done their first job of making sure A stays safe.
Oh, that's a big kill right there from Celium, because Kleenex, he was just trying to be a nuisance around Cafe. But now you know, everybody from Toronto Ultra had to commit over towards B. They're spawning on that side of the map. They get the initial 2 kills. First segment about to be complete, but at the same time, Celium ended that last round on a 3. He now finds himself on a 7 with the cruise missile in the back pocket.
Huge defensive advantage for FaZe, who look like they actually want to try to get this a go, and all the kills on the rebuttal. Absolutely perfect. The Carther now on 9 in a row, looking for double digits as now the spawn trap starts to become a problem for Ultra.
This is just one of those maps. This is one of those maps for Celium. 30 and 14. Trying to extend that kill streak up to 10. Right now, Ultra are so trapped. Every single angle from Atlanta FaZe is being watched. They got them in the blender. Nades are going to hit SIP, but you still don't find the kill. And there's only 35 seconds left. You got to get out.
It feels terrible for Ultra. Absolutely miserable trying to work their way out of spawn as Atlanta continue to build up streaks across the board. You want to talk about a tone reset? We got it right here in round number 5. Ultra sitting in the palace. Nowhere to go. Not a single kill to speak of. It's absolutely perfect from Atlanta. 13 seconds, last attempt for Ultra would have to be over towards B, and they're just simply not finding any kills. 7 streak for Draza, 7 streak for Sim, double digits for MC. We're gonna see a 4th map, friends.
That was literally just 24 kills in a row. Atlanta FaZe have multiple players in the right position, but once you get the hill, Kleenex makes another one happen. He's on a 5.
Oh, make it 6. Cruise missile hurt. I mean, come on. Quick snap. Now off the reach and 1v1, not 1. But BZ will finally put him to rest. Looking over towards Sub. Good kills early here from FaZe, but boy, I'll tell you, they need something. They need something quick.
And the good thing right now, if you are Ultra, Kleenex was able to earn that cruise missile. So that could be the factor why you decide to go for a break, but the guns are even hotter. They find the kill. Scrap with the beamer. All 4 dead. Atlanta FaZe again forced to hit up this long streak, but it's Ultra winning the fights at the right time, putting themselves on the preferred side and gaining this clock.
I mean, this has been stressful in all regards for FaZe.
The rest of Toronto Ultra slowly trying to work their way to set up a potential pinch. Envoy starts it off with the first. Where is BZ now going to spawn? He should spawn over towards the P2 side. He's actually going to get the comm spawn, so he's able to reinforce quickly, but you see the route from Envoy, a little water boy. So he's trying to get this kill onto Sim to set up the pinch.
Sees the noggin, will take care of it, and then the turnover to Celium. Oh my! Inside in the hardpoint, Renetti out, and the help from Kleenex is so darn good. 4 in a row now for Envoy, and already past the 100-point mark. Go Ultra.
And this is the only hill that you prefer the back spawns, at least initially. And if you are Toronto Ultra, you're chained up with those kills, and you flip them right on back. Now it's time to be aggressive up through the middle of the map. Scrap with the beamer across it. Ultra already find themselves up by 100.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Hardpoint that needs no words.
Yeah, at least finds one onto Simp, but the hill's white. That's the best case scenario right now for Ultra because they're spawning on the bad side.
I mean, when you're calling in cruise missiles up 110 points, that's like nail, meat, coffin. Celium battling back, and battling back stiffly. 4 in a row for him. Looking for 5, but Scrap matches with a double of his own. Atlanta in the hard point for the time being, but Ultra coming off. They're just not losing gunfights. I mean, it's getting ridiculous.
Atlanta FaZe are just not checking both sides of the street when they're crossing right through the road. Every single time they're thinking one player's from that position, no, Ultra are already setting up pinches. They're thinking a step ahead, and they already flipped the spawns as well. As we go into the second half of the rotation, they are not losing any fights. Even the team shots are on point. Everything right now for Toronto Ultra is picture perfect. As a unit, that's what finds themselves up by 100 points still. But off the rotation, you see Ultra, they have one player spawning all the way across the map, but this is a hill that's very difficult to get time if you have to restore the way Kleenex is holding it down.
Celium down in the back, also the scene toward Simp. Oh my goodness. Draza, mid-map, just hoping, praying he can get away with something he shouldn't, and maybe he just has. Double kill comes through. Kleenex does confirm the trade, but an opportunity for FaZe to make a bit of a mess of this setup from Ultra's perspective. 180 playing 74, and the hit still has to largely still come from the front.
Yeah, you still have the backspawns if you are Ultra, so no sweat off the brow. We just have to clutch up on these next couple of fights, and they're already coming out on top in the trade. Make it 3, all 4 dead. Kleenex had himself, what, a 4.17 on a different map like Skid Row, but 20 and 13, already a cruise missile earned, and potentially a chance for another. They're gonna breach that 200-point mark, and if they find a break, players towards top warehouse, but you still have to contest this hill, not give up this time to Toronto Ultra. Only 30 seconds left. You see it, BZ. He's trying to go for a route. He's trying to be the playmaker.
Need to find an opening, and you need to find it quickly. That could do it. Envoy taken care of. Draws it back over towards top office. Scrap there to meet him. Trades across the middle of the map, though. Still has FaZe at the precipice of trying to break this, but Ultra kills are coming through. And Ultra just simply say, hey, CDL desk, you think we haven't played anybody? Hurt my feelings. 245 to 128. Put him to bed. Head to the grand finals. Ultra, perfect.
Thank you so much, Alan. Boston, make some noise for the Toronto Ultra. They are the first team to the grand finals and scrap. That one looked easy. Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
All right.
Is this shit working?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice. Now, you guys come out 3-1. How you just feeling right off the bat? You and a squad being making it to the grand finals and taking down the 1 seed.
Yeah, you know, 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, 8 seed. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? We're coming for everyone. You know what I mean? But boys are playing nice. We're excited to play.
All right, there you go. Now, here in this series, you know, that map number 3, you know, looked kind of staticky at the end and come away with it. But how did you guys rebuttal back and deliver that hard point the way that you did?
Yeah, you know, we know Invasion is kind of like a defensive-heavy map. I mean, they got 1 tick on A that pretty much costed us the map. You know, if we just hold defense pretty tight, that one defense, then, you know, we would win that map. But, you know, it is what it is. We know it's kind of a shit-ass map, but spawned in on Hardpoint, and I'm going to come.
All right, there you go. You definitely did. Now, you got everyone out here in the crowd cheering for you. They've been so loud and electric. The chat's going wild. We even got the scrap pack out there. I know y'all out there somewhere.
My fam.
What you got to say to them that's supporting Toronto?
Yeah, no, I appreciate them who came from Canada. My boy Tax is always here. There's a few familiar faces, like Jamie said. A few new ones. I appreciate it. All my fam standing here, my girls here. I appreciate them who tuned in. And, yeah, let's come win this shit.
All right, let's see if Toronto could do it. Chris, break